In a big setback to the Mamata government, the Calcutta High Court has ordered a CBI probe into all cases of rape and murder in the aftermath of the TMC's poll victory in Bengal. All state agencies have been asked to cooperate with the CBI and provide it with all case details as required. The High Court in its order stated that no adverse action can be taken without the court's direction. The court also ordered that compensation to victims of violence will have to be transferred directly into their bank accounts. For all other cases of violence, the court-monitored SIT probe has been ordered. It will be headed by DG rank officer Suman Sahu and will constitute 2 other ADG rank officers. The panel has been asked to submit its report to the court in 6 weeks' time. The verdict triggered a political war of words, with the BJP calling it a vindication and the TMC terming it unfortunate. The state government will now be moving the Supreme Court to challenge the High Court order, and a special leave petition is likely to be filed in the top court by today or tomorrow.
See, what I actually wanted was that a CBI investigation into grave offences, and not just that, also that there should be an independent investigation, which is only possible if there is a constitution of an SIT, because people of Bengal now have lost trust in the government here and in the agencies of the government. So we had asked for an independent agency to probe in the matter and a constitution.
And the big controversy, of course, was on the NHRC report. The court has, spoken about it as well. What do you have to say about it?
Yes, the court said that there was actually no question of any kind of biasness. The court asked them to go find out the ground reality, and they came up with the report.
Right.
So that is what is upheld in the judgment also.
हत्या हो गई। हत्या का ये जो कृत्य है, इसे आप नहीं रोक पाई। आप मुख्यमंत्री थी ममता बनर्जी जी, लेकिन जो इंसाफ दिलाने की आपकी जिम्मेदारी थी, आप उसमें भी विफल रही। और ऐसा इसलिए है कि पश्चिम बंगाल वो प्रदेश बन गया है जहां वर्दी का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है अपनी राजनीतिक महत्वाकांक्षाओं की पूर्ति के लिए।
वहां की सरकार को एक दायित्व मिला है जनता की सेवा करने का, ना कि हिंसा फैलाने का, और हिंसा नहीं होनी चाहिए। जिस देश को आज़ादी के साथ भी महात्मा गांधी जी के साथ अहिंसा के साथ जोड़ा जाता था, उस देश में अगर पश्चिम बंगाल में हिंसा के लिए जाना जाए तो इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा। जहां से स्वामी विवेकानंद आए, रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर आए, डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी आए, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस आए, उस राज्य को अगर आज हिंसा के लिए जाना जाए तो इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा।
जिस प्रकार से टीएमसी के कार्यकर्ताओं ने भाजपा के समर्थकों पर, भाजपा के वोटरों पर, भाजपा के कार्यकर्ताओं पर हमला बोला, महिलाओं के साथ बलात्कार के जो वाकया सामने आए, लोगों के घर तोड़ने की जो बातें सामने आई, लाखों लोगों को बंगाल छोड़कर दूसरे प्रदेशों में जाकर शरण लेनी पड़ी, और ये सब ममता बनर्जी के प्रशासन के अंदर हुआ। ये जो कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट का जजमेंट आया है, इससे मुझे उम्मीद है कि लोगों को न्याय मिलेगा और जो कानूनी प्रक्रिया है वो पूरी तरीके से अपना काम करेगी।
If in every law and order matter which is entirely within the state government's jurisdiction, the CBI comes in, is unfortunate, and it's a transgression on the state's right. So I'm not happy with that. I'm sure that the state government will judge the whole situation and take a decision to appeal to a higher court if necessary.
Prema Rajaram joining us live from Kolkata on this. Prema, take us through the series of events and really where things stand now.
Well, as far as the post-poll violence case is concerned, after the election results, the BJP has alleged that their supporters were attacked by the ruling party supporters, and this is something that the TMC has refuted. In fact, TMC MP Saugata Roy has said that there was a vacuum between May 2nd and May 5th. May 2nd was when election results were declared, and May 5th is when Mamata Banerjee took over as Chief Minister for a third term, and said that during that vacuum period, it was the Election Commission that that election commission which was looking into the matters in the state, and at that point in time there were cases of violence. So the Trinamool Congress completely washing its hands off the post-poll violence cases, but for the BJP it is a victory because they have maintained that their supporters have not been able to go home after the election results, and they've been attacked by Trinamool Congress supporters, and also they have said that the police did not take any action. However, now after the court's findings, now the SIT will be constituted to look into various cases, and the grievous cases will be looked into by the CBI, and this is exactly what the NHRC report had stated. So clearly for the BJP it's a victory. However, like you mentioned, the state is not going to be taking this lying low. They are going to be appealing to the higher court. That is what is the indication from the party side. Back to you, Abha.
All right. So that's the indication coming in from the party. But tell us, Prema, in terms of really what to expect next, in terms of the compensation, what else is really going to be on their agenda now?
As far as the court is concerned and the order copy that has come out, there is compensation that the victims will be getting, and that should be done through the direct bank transfer. Apart from that, the cases will be probed. Those cases which are not found to be serious in nature or related to post-poll violence, they will be probed by a local police station. But there are various other aspects to this as well, where a court monitor SIT will be looking into these post-poll violence cases, and the state cannot interfere or take adverse action without the court's permission. So clearly here,
thanks for joining us on that, Prema. Now, with the Taliban declaring Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, the group has already started implementing regressive anti-women practices.